Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are in November now and it's a bit of a cloudy day, but it is a beautiful day nevertheless. We've got the combine parked up. So today, in November at least, this episode will most likely spread across a couple of months just to help progress through to a busier time. So we did finish with some of the fertilizing, but we didn't finish. I'll show you. So we get rid of the weeds, of course, and we've got this here and that. So we'll tend to that today. We should have a quick look. And this was empty, right. Well, maybe later on in the day we can get that tended to. We do also have to tend to our cows, because if we have a look here at their food, it's at 430 litres, and that is actually 430 litres of hay, which means we have to make them a mix very soon, which is very exciting. We were just on about, well, last episode mentioning which mixer I was going to get, so we will get that in this episode. We will have to, just to ensure that we have some cash, probably will lease to own it, even though we are going to be paying everything off very soon. It just helps us in case we run out of money in the meantime. So we will get that, and I believe that's probably what we can start with. Next month, a few items are in need of being sold, including the straw. We have here we can sneak through here. Right, we have our trailer full of straw. Oh, sorry, not trailer full. Well, we do have a trailer full of beets. So these will get sold. This 25,000 litres here will be sold, I believe it's in January, but I'll have to double check. But this straw here can go in December. We also have quite a lot of straw up top here as well. So potentially we can get rid of some of that up there also. So now we'll have a look at the shop here, because we should crack on with it, as we do need to drive it up, and it is very, very slow. I think this is the best option, so I will just quickly look at the other animal categories. Feeder. So this is what I was going to bring in. Problem with this, well, it is quite expensive and it's massive. It will never fit in that space, and it's completely unnecessary. If we were making it stationary, fine, but we're not. So I think this is a good option, and we'll get it purchased. Well, get it leased. We can purchase it, but again, I don't want to accidentally run out of cash. So that is purchased, and we'll head down to the shop right now and have a look at it. Ah, brilliant. There we go. You can see in there, mixes it all up. That is fantastic. Right, well, we'll make our trip back to the farm, and we'll see you there eventually. Alright, we've made it to the farm. This is very exciting. Now that we're here with our new feed mixer, it's a matter of filling it up now. If we do look here, we can see we've got our mixing ratio, the standard mixing ratio. Now I wonder if it's 4,000, then we should probably put about, well, we'll have to sort it. Actually, what we should do first is put silage in, scoop it in, so it's a bit easier to control, and then we'll put the hay in, same amount, or actually even a bit more to save on silage. The more silage we don't use, the more we can sell. Yes, let's do that. So we'll start with silage. We'll put a bit in, see how it goes. We'll head over here. I should probably, I might put this here actually for now, just beside, and shut that down. I might relocate this whole setup actually. It might be a bit in the way, because we are going to use the Massey Ferguson 135 for that. I think don't want to block anything, but this is where we have to fill it up from anyway, so we'll just try and tuck it out of the way. Head to the 135, cut through here. Right, so as I do this, I can also discuss a few things. As for the community page poll, it does seem now recording this is a new time, not immediately after, but it's before the last episode has been released. But the vote just increases in favour of a new map and a new farm. I believe it's 75% in favour of a new setup, which is great. That's very cool. I'm not against that. I wasn't against either option, or I wouldn't have really given the option, to be honest. How much do we have here? 39. Oh, that's double what I thought we had. Ah, brilliant. We'll have quite a bit to sell in bulk form as well as in bale form. Right, so we'll get this scooped up. I absolutely forgot that I had this. I wonder if I could have used this with the beets. Might have been too heavy. Right, because look at that, 1,700 litres. So now what we should be cautious of is... I wonder if we put this up. Can we see that menu? No, we cannot. It's alright, we'll just carefully put a bit in. 400. What's full capacity of this thing? I need to check one more time. I believe it's 4,000. It is. Right, let's put in another 100 litres. That's about it. That's, yeah, that... Oh, hello. Please stop that. Just keep that. It's very dangerous. Mind your head. Mind your head. Right, now we need straw and hay, which I also need the Massey Ferguson for. Oh, it's a very busy day for the 135, a tractor in which most days are just sitting around looking pretty, but here we are. Although, the nice thing is, I should be able to put bale over top, let it sort of hover there for a bit, and then it should take what it needs from that bale. But we'll try, we'll see how it goes. The last time I did silage, as I say, in a series was Fooling, and that was a bit different, because we were just doing it straight out of a, let's see, is there... That's straw bale. We can start with straw bale. Yeah, it was straight out of a fermenting silo, so that was a bit easier in that regard. Now with straw, we should be careful. Right, we are working here now. We can close that so we can access a bit easier. Right, so I'm really hoping that I can just put this above and it'll sort of take. Wonder if it only takes loose. Ah, that could be problematic. And it's fallen. Has it taken any? Oh, it has done. It has. It absolutely has. Too much, in fact. But that's fine, because we'll put loads of hay in. So, right, okay. Don't worry, for this first mix, we are a bit all over the place for it. But this is why having the smallest bales isn't the worst thing. But I would like to get a bit more straw in there. We have so much of it. Right, that hasn't taken any. This could be problematic. So what I think we might do is just at least get a mix in somehow. I might have to cut the bale. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit cheeky just to see if it is just a sensitive thing or if it's... Well, how did it take some? I wonder if it took some because it was straw into their pen. No, it would have... I don't think. Because, I'll be honest, when I used the oogler before, it was with also a fermenting silo. Ah, yes. Right, okay. Well, that's no matter. What we'll do is we'll have to cut the bales. I think I have that mod enabled. Do I not? Oh my. Right, well, I'll get it enabled. I know I have it installed. I'll get it enabled. And I'll bring over a hay bale as well so that we can do that one also. And then we can have our sort of mixing area over there, I suppose. In the future, it would be better to have it out here, I reckon, but... Anyways, I'll sort the hay bale, I'll get it attached, get it brought over, and then get that mod activated, and then we'll see you back here in a moment, and feed the cows. Alright, so we have the 2 bales here, we have the mod installed, enabled rather, and I think this silage fork can be used for grass and hay and straw as well, so... We'll just go ahead, we'll open them. Oh wow, that is a massive blimey. I did not expect that from such a small bale. How has that done that? Oh no. Well, we'll do this one over here, I suppose. Just be a bit cheeky, roll it out the way. And massive pile as well. Good thing, and it's not even fully 2 litres. Right. Let's just clear it out. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Right, let's try first with, I guess, the hay. Alright, the pile disappears rapidly, though. We'll have to go around the fence there to get that. But, we will be using mostly hay, I reckon. So we'll put that whole lot in, I guess. And look at that, we have TMR. Beautiful. So, ooh, nearly not enough silage. So we should put in more... a little bit more silage. See, here's the frustrating thing about getting caught up about having bales and loose. I would like to do them all one, or you know what I mean, or all the other kind of thing. We'll just put a little bit in just to see. Or if we had multiple vehicles to handle it, it's just the bales can't actually physically go in here, which is frustrating. Maybe they can, I don't know. Maybe they have to be shredded in. Right, so now I'd like to put some more straw until we get the perfect sort of mixture, I suppose. Oh, hello. I should check the total capacity. Sorry, for the first mix I did want to make certain that we do it properly. So I don't necessarily want to fill it with this. I cannot perform that. Oh, there we go. Check it again, it's still TMR. Now if we top it with silage, which I'm fine to do for the last few percent, then it should be perfectly mixed, and it'll be full. What an absolute mess we've got here though now. I'm surprised those bales haven't fully disappeared. And it's full. Right, so we'll back away from it, and I have no idea how far this mix will go. Probably not very far. We can actually just mix it right here. Well, we'll open the doors for them. Nope, if we open the door we have to move this, so we'll just fill their trough, watch it disappear out the top there. Oh, hello. Hi there, nice to meet you. Oh, my hand is... yes. All gone. Hungry, hungry heifers. Okay, let's have a look at the animal menu, and it's barely done anything, but it might go farther than the hay does, because it's worth 100% of their total capacity effectiveness. And very useful that, to have it TMR and not just hay. They are also all set. So as far as selling things, wheat they eat, same with sorghum, same with soybeans, and sugar beets, of course. I'm going to sell the wheat and the sorghum, and probably the soybeans when the time comes, because we do have canola for the protein. That's the only thing I can see running out. But root crops, no, I think I have way too many. They are mostly for selling, especially since we are moving on to a different map. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll give them one more mix. I'll do it very quickly. I should have probably checked all my ratios, how much I had of each one, but no matter. So I will very quickly do this off camera, get it mixed, just to have it done, and then we can actually start moving on to December, which is where we will start to actually sell some stuff, which is very exciting as well. Actually, what I can do, it'll be a bit silly, but I'll put this into a time-lapse. Might be a bit of a mess, as I am going to just put random things in, but it should be quite good. Right, crack on with this. Right, so unfortunately, as you can see, it has turned into forage, which means I put too much straw in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to empty it out here so that we can add in more silage and make it proper. That should be enough. So I believe that just comes out as hay, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken. So it is forage still, but we'll just quickly get... Yeah, that's the trouble as well with these a small mixer like... Oh, see how it's changed colour there? It was darker. Now it's TMR. Brilliant. And we'll just load that in anyways. Brilliant. Yeah, it's not a bad mix. It was too much silage. We should have definitely put in more. I suppose we could put like half of it as hay, so 2,000 litres. This is where mini bales would be fantastic, actually. Not a bad shout, that is. Maybe we should look at that, or I would just like a bigger mixer, or we might not do cows on the new farm. As the new farm isn't fully decided, I don't know what we'll do. Whether we do cows, or chickens, or sheep, or pigs. I would like to do some animals though, but perhaps we will stick to mostly arable, and then do like chickens or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. Right, well this has been a very useful thing. Made a mess, though, of everything, but we'll get that tidied up. Can't really be bothered with that at the moment, because they are good for food. Next time we come around and get that cleaned up, we will feed them some more. So that should be fine for now. They'll probably go through that... I've got magician pigs, I forgot about that. Right, so November is quite a quiet month, to be honest, other than all of that. Pigs are fine for water, I reckon. They are. Sales. Not for us, not for us. And that's all. Here, we'll get this shut as well. And that's it for November. So, the next time we see you, it'll be December. And we can actually start selling some items. And by then as well, we'll have more manure that we can actually spread on the field. There's no rush for it. I'd rather have a nice amount to get a fair chunk of it done. I think I did show before, but yeah, maybe 1-2 passes and 1-2 here as well, just to clean it up. Oh, right. Have I not fully fertilized our other fields? How far along are they, growth-wise? What is that there? Oh, I've got roller there, I've got baler here. Blimey, I should tend to those as well. Perhaps we can still drive on the crop. If that is the case, what we should do, we should probably get out there actually with the fert spreader then. Get that put on. Because we can't really do anything else. We have herbicide in here, but that we will save in there. Maybe we should do that. Right, we'll do that very quickly before we move on, just to get it done, in case the crop is not really drive-onable, if that makes sense. Here, we'll just use the MTs out of the Belarus since it's right here. Right, so what we'll do is we'll fire up, and in a nice little time-lapse, we'll hit both those fields with some fertilizer. We'll see you with the first one in a moment. Right, so I've come down here now. And as you can see, it's all weeded up as well. I've completely neglected these crops. Luckily, we can spread... Oh, right, we can do this all in one go as well, I reckon. So it's a very simple job. So we'll get this done very quickly, and the other field very quickly as well. and we should probably spread herbicide on both of these fields. We don't have to do it for the freshly harvested fields because they will be re-drilled as grass. I'm still tempted to do a big silage session with bales, though. Since I'm selling them, I'd like to do it with bales instead of with, in bulk rather. Let's clear the weeds out. Right, we are good there. Missed a bit for the rolling. Oh, missed a corner there. So I'll very quickly get that. We'll head to the other field over here, get that fertilized, and then we'll get it all herbicide spread as well, or sprayed rather. Right, there we go. You can do it. Now we're at the top. These are quite some hills as well. These fields. I've always said, but it does. It's still true. So won't necessarily miss all the hills, but it is nice to have some fresh topography. Absolutely. Right, enough faffing. Let's get to the other field. Right, so this one we can't necessarily get in all in one, unfortunately, but that's fine. At least we can get it done very, very quickly. And I was going to go to our new fields, but we'll wait. We don't have any rush on them as far as fertilizing them goes because we're not putting anything in until February. So we can get manure put on, we'll keep it green, that should be fine. This, I just completely forgot that I hadn't fertilized or sprayed herbicide or weeded these fields. So, yeah. Right, that's done very quickly as always, and what I'll do now is I'll throw the sprayer on, and we'll get that into a cheeky bit of a time-lapse. Right, we are all done now. I have put everything away. There was a bit of a blip with the recording for some reason, but it is all sorted now. So I do believe that this, I should clean this all up as well. We were going to move on to December, but I wanted to get this at least tidied up a bit more. It is quite a mess. So we'll get this put back in. Oh, am I missing? Oh, that's good. Brilliant. So I will probably do this in, well, off camera actually, because yeah, it's just a bunch of maneuvering with the up and down and all the camera movements. It might get a bit nauseating, so I will do it off camera, and then we will next time move on to December. So I'll get this done quickly, and then we'll see you in December. Good morning and welcome to December. As you can see, I've tidied up around here as well, made a fresh mix. Here's what we have left of the straw. Unfortunately, I did lose some hay that I cannot access because that's not my field, but it's such a minute amount, and I was able to make a perfect mix with what we had. There's room for a little bit more, but turned out fine with what was remaining. So that's nice and tidied. It's got a beautiful snowy December morning, and we have some things to sell. So we'll have a look at the wheat, the oat, and the straw. So we'll start here. Get the... Right, we need to get that open. That open. We do need to access our trailer. The straw, we will need to remove all of these, which is a bit of a faff. I can do that off camera. Get these loaded on, and I might as well load on a full trailer. That I can, that we can see. Right, let's hop in the tractor and check some prices. So, wheat is on the list, and it is highest at grain sell point at 721, 703. Oh, hello. Brilliant. So we'll tag that. Now, that's just a bit more than our trailer, which is a bit frustrating, but that's fine. Oat is best at the grain mill, which is... Where's that? Okay, we can mosey up there as well. So it's going to be a fair bit of driving around, which is fine. That can all be jump cut, as we've seen loads of it. 113, yeah, so that would be there. And then our straw, let's have a look. So this, I believe, is what we have in the loft, not including what we have outside. But 85, well, 85 there and there, it's the same. Tag it. Right, that looks like a new place. So that's how we can produce manure. That's interesting. Hopefully it does buy it, though. It seems, yeah, it does buy it. It says it buys it. Bring it to the right one. But that should be it. We can have a look, though. Might as well check sorghum and the others as well. 950, yeah, not quite. We've also got some soybeans. Oh, right, that's June. And milk. Look at that. The milk is just going up. 1357. Yeah, we'll wait till January. But the amount we're producing is brilliant. Oh, wow, and they are going through the food. Happy days. Okay. Enough rambling here. Let's get some lights on, because it is quite a dark December morning. So we'll start with the wheat, as the price did say it was going down. I believe. It would have been nice to take it all down there in one go, but unfortunately, trailer holds 11,000 litres and we have 13 some. So, but that's fine. We can make a couple of trips out of it. I do wish that the tractor would register that I want the bar to stay low. There we go. Like with this trailer, it always defaults up here. Should just default down there. Doesn't have to be so high up. Right, so that'll fill, and we will go to, just to confirm once again, 721 grain sell point, and that is the one down here, right in that complex past the shop. So we do know where that is, so we'll mosey on down. There is another way to get down there as well, but I believe this is a very steep hill from what I can remember. So this is actually our best course of action to go around towards the shop. Right, 11,000 there, and what is remaining? Oh, it won't show. Okay. Right, we'll reverse out of here, and right, make our way to the grain sell point. And we've arrived at the grain sell point. And we can start selling off our wheat. Now, hopefully we get a nice price for this. It should be. Price is quite high. Just about £8,000, that's brilliant. And it was actually going up. I don't know why, but at least it is going up while we're delivering more, so that's pretty good. £8,000. Now we'll go back, collect another. It's too bad that we don't have multiple little trailers. That would be brilliant. But no, we have the oat as well to bring, but not here. So we do have the wheat as well. We'll do a quick jump cut for that also. Get the wheat loaded up and get it sold, and then the oat, and then the straw. Alright, round 2 of wheat. The first trailer was about 8,000, about 7,945 or something. This was another 1,980. Call that about £10,000, which is really quite good for the amount of wheat that we had. But the price is nice, so that is good. We are done here, because I will double check though that the oat price is not fluctuating much. 1138. This one's 1126 and rising. But this one here is right, we said it's all the way up there. So I'd have to take the back way, part way. That's not too far off. So we could do that, or wait for the... Where's that? Ah, the train. So would we bring it here then? I don't mind going to the grain mill. I don't mind. So we can take that for now. Might as well get that one done, and then we can do the straw, unless straw is going down, but it is going up there, so nope, we'll do oat first, then we'll move on to straw. So there we have it, all set. Door is closed. Sorry mate, thanks, he's just checking everything out, making sure it's all good. Yeah, he's cracking on, and so will we. See you at the farm. And we fill up with 830 litres of oat to sell. I know it's a small amount, but every little bit does count. So now we'll take it over to that grain sell point, and then we'll move on from that to the straw. Alright, so I think this is the first time we've been to this sell point. I don't remember that gate, but we did sell our silage up the BGA over there. So we're very near to that, and we will be coming back to that soon. I think if there is a collectible in here, I'm going to take it. It's yeah, it's a tax for the cold season. Right, that's the reason. That's only if there is one. Sorry, I'm trying to drive up your building. Just want to make sure to get. Probably have to go quite close to this. There we go. We get the oat overloaded and sold for just under £1,000. So that was alright. But before we go... Now I could be wrong, this is just a guess that there is even a collectible here, but something tells me there is. Now something's telling me there is not. No, there has to be. It's too secluded of a place, even as a sell point. What the bloody hell is that? Oh, it's a... I thought it was like a doll sitting on a pole, but that is literally just the handle for the water pressure. Something like that. Well, blimey, there is no collect. Can you believe that? The one time I'm actually looking for one. Right, well, anyways, now now we can head all the way back to the farm, because we've come all the way here for under £1,000 and no collectible. Very surprised. But I will close the gate and have manners at least. Right, before we do crack on, I just want to check where is the place to sell. So the manure production point, there is 2 of them. Oh, and they're up here as well. So one on the left, one on the right. The one on the right is the one that pays a bit more, so that's good. Brilliant. Well, we'll head back to the farm, and I reckon we'll add a few extra bales to the trailer, not just the 6 that we have ready, but a few more as well, make it worthwhile. Alright, so we are at the manure production place, and we have already sold the bales. In the clip with the loading of the bales, the time lapse, the audio had cut out, and then in this one, nothing recorded. So, unfortunately we did miss the selling of them, but it is kind of a neat way to do it. So you just basically reverse in here, it sells here, and then the manure starts to collect there, I suppose, and maybe on the other end we can actually buy some. Luckily for us, we have animals who produce very much manure, so that is good there. So we are essentially all done for December. I reckon I will give silage a chance to increase, because as you see 346 are going down, but it should go to 338 and it will probably go higher, and if it doesn't then we've missed out. That's fine, we'll still sell it. But that is it for today, so I do apologise about that little technical blip at the end, but for the most part it was a productive episode, to say the very least, and we got loads sold, and exciting. So we're in December, we will be moving on. We will double check the silage price one more time before we crack on to January, but we shall see. And we have other things to sell in January, like the milk and some sugar beets as well, so that'll be very exciting. Right, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, cheeky thumbs up really does help, and until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.